Be dedicated to yourself. Don't pour into cups that aren't pouring into yours. Understand the true meaning of what you want out of life and where you want to go with life. If you ever feel like you need to talk to somebody, never be afraid to get help.
Growing up with a lot of trauma and having to fend for myself, I had to balance out learning how to take care of myself and figure it out in a lot of ways to live a certain lifestyle that I wanted for myself. I moved out at 16 and I just had to figure it out.
So Jairus, what drove you to work on this project?
A lot of pain throughout my childhood, so I decided to take all my pain and put it into art. So, which was me creating a soundtrack to go with my short film, and every song has a strong meaning. So I felt like a lot of people will relate to music, so that's what I decided to put this album up.
I did listen to a couple of the snippets of the songs you have on your album. One of the songs you have called What's Family is a very personal song. What's that about?
It's about my family, a lot of betrayal, a lot of hate, negativity. I feel like I chose the title What's Family because it's like, what is family, you know? A lot of people use the terminology like, you guys are blood, you guys need to be cool, you guys need to be brothers and sisters, you guys need to work it out, and it's like, it's not always like that, right? So it's just a question, which is why I put a question mark at the end of it, because it's like, I want to ask everybody, like, what is family to you? You know, so I feel like the song has a strong meaning behind that.
Cut the music up. I still like the way you smile.
How is it working and collaborating with these different establishments, these different artists, and what can we expect from that?
There's been ups and downs, reaching out to people who own businesses who are also trying to make it, and artists who are trying to make it. A lot of people I find in society think they're doing something for free, but they're not understanding the exposure behind it and where it could bring their career. So it's been a good journey because everybody that I've reached out to, I'm very respected. And I feel like the sponsors that I collabed with, they trust the process and they see what I have and my plans and my vision. My artists, they're like always rocking with me, so they're amazing. They're going places for sure. So I'm just glad that I could incorporate them into this big project where they can actually get proper recognition.
You have no heart, but there's one thing you need to know. You're just a girl without a soul. When you look in the mirror, you see your reflection. What do you really see? What if I told you I saw this beautiful woman staring back at me? And I know it's hard to get over something you really truly love. When you open your eyes, you're no longer blind to just an empty heart. Don't be afraid to unwrap your feelings. I promise I won't have you stumbling over the steps in your past. Your future is brighter than everything darkening. 'Cause I believe in love, so I cherish every moment. I believe to trust.
So you mentioned you had foster kids. What led you to wanting to become a single foster parent?
I felt like I had the right resources and a big enough home where I could save these kids from the system. These kids are being medicated for all these problems that they don't have. 80% of the times, these kids are being abused, neglected, molested from their foster parents. And a lot of these foster parents are doing it for money. And that becomes a big issue because they lose focus on the love and care for the kids because they're so focused on the income that comes with it, the tax-free money that comes with it. And when you do things genuinely from your heart, which I did, because these kids till today, like, they're my babies, like they're my kids, and they'll forever hold a special place in my heart. I chose to foster because I know what it's like to not have that love, or to feel abandoned or neglected. So that's why I opened up my doors for these kids.
What would you say was the best thing that came along after fostering these kids?
I gave them love they never had. I became a role model for them, someone they look up to, they can call for anything, and I'll be there in a heartbeat.
What were the biggest challenges by taking on 3 foster children?
The biggest challenges were dealing with 3 different types of mental health issues, 3 different preteens who came from different cloths. They were all unique in their own way. Their challenges as a foster dad were all projected on me because they had no one else to project it on. So I had to deal with my house being attempted to being burned down, being chased with a knife, my car getting damaged, property getting damaged, just a lot of like deep challenges, but it didn't discourage me. It didn't stop me from wanting to help these kids and still love them. It is a challenging role to take on, the sleepless nights and having to sit in the hospital with these kids and just be that voice for them when they were like going through depression and crying and not wanting to leave their room or not wanting to eat. There was a lot of challenging moments as a foster dad, and not having a spouse made it even more challenging because you have to do everything yourself, and it was worth it in the end.
What would you say to anybody who wants to take on a role as a foster parent?
I would encourage everyone and anyone who has the resources, the space, and the heart, and the patience to help these kids. You don't have to start with 3 kids or 4 kids, but you could start with 1 kid. You could change a kid's life. You could save a kid from suicide. You could save a kid from being molested. I just feel like if you have the space and have the mental capacity to take on the role, I 100% encourage it. If you are doing it just for money or to try it out, I don't recommend it. But I definitely will be encouraging a lot of people in this project and going forward with this organization to help these kids and give them a safe place to grow and enjoy their life.
So you also took a break from fostering. Could you elaborate on why?
My second year of fostering, I decided to get back out in the field and try to date, which led to somebody frivolously charging me, which I've proven myself innocent. It was challenging. It was a long 1.5 years battling with these charges. It was like very detrimental to my health because I wasn't able to travel. I wasn't able to do things that I love to do. So it also affected my fostering career.
Cold one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sorry for that. Shit. For the shit that I did.
Growing
Just a
up,
little
were
kid.
you exposed to like people dealing with mental health?
Growing up, I feel like I wasn't exposed to people dealing with mental health. I feel like I was more so exposed to people not understanding how to deal with a child battling mental health. I can't really speak for anybody else at the time, but my mental health was triggered a lot as a kid. So people around me more so didn't know how to deal with my mental health issues. I felt like I was too young to understand anything about mental health or what people were going through. Maybe now when I look back at it, maybe people just dealt with things differently and never understood how they understand things now today. Growing up, I was triggered a lot. I feel like I dealt with this mental health thing forever. And I feel like I'm at the happiest of my life at 28. I felt like I had to defend myself a lot. I felt like I had to fight
a lot to be heard and let people understand that I'm human too. My song, What's Family and Up in Flames were my first 2 songs I put out. Those songs like were a cry for help as I got older, for my family to hear me. And when I put those songs out, like I think they really heard me at that point, and it brought us closer. I battled a lot, and I'm not ashamed to say it, and this is not to downplay my family or my siblings. They just didn't understand me. They didn't understand how to love me unconditionally. They didn't understand how to be a big sister. My dad didn't understand how to be a dad, and my mom didn't understand how to be a mom. I feel like that molded me to get out in the world and just figure life out on my own. Knowing where we're at today and how far we've came, it's crazy. Cause like my mom is my best friend and my dad's my best friend, and my sisters are like super close to me. Like we're super close. We talk about anything and everything. And knowing that the things they put me through growing up, and to see that I forgave them and I overcame it, it's a blessing. Because a lot of people cut ties with their family, a lot of people cut ties with their parents, and I'm glad that I still have both my parents. I'm glad that they both play a huge role into my life. I really went through it. I really battled with them to love me properly, to treat me like everybody else.
How's the support from then till now with your family?
The support is phenomenal. Like I couldn't thank my sisters and my dad and my mom for helping me get through this. My back's been against the wall. I battled a lot. They've been there for me every step of the way, and the relationship I have with them now is like, it's crazy. So to know like I've dealt with something like this detrimental to my health, to my life, to know that they were always available and understood. And my sister Tasha in Florida, like I feel like she and I related more with this situation, and she tried to be the peacemaker for a lot of this situation. To know just like how loved I am, like I wouldn't trade that for anything. So they've been supporting me like this the whole way through. To know that I had that support system, I could call my mom at 3 a.m. and she's answering, just to hear me vent. My sisters, just to hear me cry and just comfort me and tell me like, you're gonna be okay. Like my sister, she texted me one time when I told her I'm at my breaking point, pulled over on the side of the 407, and I broke down listening to Fell in Love with the Narcissist. Like my heart was pumping out of my chest uncontrollably, and for the first time in my life I experienced a mild heart attack. And that's because it's like I kept receiving information about the situation that I was in with this person, and it was like publicly humiliating. I'm here trying to cover things up, trying to hide things, because I don't take embarrassment well. So called my sister and I'm like, I'm done. Like I can't do this anymore. And she's like yelling like, where the fuck are you? Where are you? Come to my house right now. And I was just like, couldn't stop crying. I couldn't control my like the beating in my chest. At that point, like I was ready to jump. And she said something to me that I'll never forget. She's like, you need to remember who the fuck you are and snap the fuck out of it. When I heard that, I'm just like looking back, like I'm getting flashbacks to everything I've accomplished, everything I've achieved, especially being a foster dad, a single foster dad of 3. That alone speaks volumes. Like that I took on a role like that at 26, and I'm 28 now. To know that like she was ready to like get out of bed with her kids in bed on a school day to drive to wherever I was to make sure I was okay, like that brought us closer. And from where we're coming from, it's like, it's a lot.
Niggas thought they did they big one on me, but I'm bigger. Check this.
You can see the pain when you look into my eyes. Coming out the mud, ain't no love, it's do or die. And I can't trust you, you be playing both sides. I can't be around you if you're fucking up my vibe. Said I'm traumatized all night, all night. Yeah, said I'm traumatized all night, all night. Yeah.
closest. Opened up my heart, I was hoping you would notice, but I guess you ain't noticed. So I'm back on my old shit. Told me that they love me from the start. Now they moving funny, so I'ma play my part. Losses turn to lessons, I just gotta play it smart. Put me in deep water, I'ma turn into a shark. Traumatized as a kid, ain't nobody gave a shit. I just had to go and get it, gotta get it. How you live? Money busting out the jeans, bitch, I'm popping like it's it. Even before I had this money, swear to God that I was lit. Swear to God that I was lit, no. But now I got this pain in my heart, and I know I can't move the same, no. No, I can't move the same, no. Yeah, I'm traumatized. You see the pain when you look into my eyes. Coming out the mud, ain't no love, it's do or die. And I can't trust you, you be playing both sides. I can't be around you if you're fucking up my vibe. I'm traumatized all night, all night. Yeah, said I'm traumatized all night, yeah. Just traumatized, I see flashing lights. Let me send a kite. And I've been getting high, trying to reach new heights. Yeah, trying to catch a flight. You wouldn't believe the things I've seen at night. Wouldn't wanna be me if you've been through my life. Back to back like Mike, back against the wall. But I'ma keep on climbing cause I ain't afraid to fall. When niggas crossing lines till guns get drawn, till heartache spawns, we gon' break every law. I know demons holding guns, tryna praise Allah, saying niggas getting funds from niggas smoking raw. I never say a name, never seen, never saw. And you can get cropped tryna be who you're not. Traumatized by the pain that was caused by the block. Yeah, another soul getting dry. You can see the pain when you look into my eyes. Coming out the mud, ain't no love, it's do or die. And I can't trust you, you be playing both sides. I can't be around you if you're fucking up my vibe. I'm traumatized all night, yeah. Said I'm traumatized all night, yeah. Just hold the vibe.
It's always about you. You never cared for what I wanted. Told me about the things that I could do for you. Do for you. It's always about you. Been in denial for a minute. Thought you would grow up, but you didn't. I gave you all I could've given. You took it out, no hesitation. I felt alone, even with you by my side, or on the phone, cause everything was I. You never cared for me, for no one in your life. Never once have you made a sacrifice. If I ever left you, would you notice? God, I love this ego, you're the focus. Done playing in the background, cause I know it's best to be alone than feeling it's always about you. Yeah. You never cared for what I wanted. Told me about the things that I could do for you. Do for you. It's always about you. Not gonna lie to you, at first it was kinda cute how much you loved yourself and everything you do. But now that I know the truth, I know that there's no room for me to grow with your selfish attitude. I've been dismissed and that everything's my fault. When you're here, I don't exist unless you want me involved. And you love to play the victim when I tell you how I feel. Cause it's always about you and I never get to heal. It's always about you, never about me. to your love. I'm addicted to your touch. Can't believe you left me all alone. I'm stressing, really thought I had your trust.
I thought I had your heart, but it wasn't vacant. Now I'm making all this art, cause I cannot take it. Really left me all alone like I'm in a basement. Tried to dodge a bullet like we're living in the Matrix. But I gotta face it, love is something you can't play with. Gotta pick and choose carefully, just like a statement. Can't be late when it comes to time, just like a payment. Need to know all the codes and move in life like Kanan. Know your role, never talk and just stick to the basics. Life's a game of chess, so every move requires patience. Everything's a test, you'll meet a lot of different faces. So every girl you love might hurt you, but they'll never say it. She left me shocked like Raiden, burning like I'm Satan. But God is always on my side, so I'm always safe. And all my faith and all my trust just turn to dedication. In disguise like Jason, hiding from what I think my pain is. After long feels painless, every day living shameless. Vision so bright, I see it, so I know I'ma chase it. I make art in this music, so you know that I'll paint it. And I don't make my music basic, really in this to make it. Really taking my time like a doctor on patience. Everything will be fine, I'll never give up or fake it. All these thoughts that run my mind, swear I need a vacation. All these thoughts that run my mind, swear I need a vacation.
I'm addicted to your love. I'm addicted to your touch. Can't believe you left me all alone. I'm stressing, really thought I had your trust.
My life with the narcissist. It started out great. I thought you were the person of my dreams. Then my love turned into hate. We texted all day. You made me feel like I was the one. But little did we know, you're a big fucking con. You started off with lies. That was a total shame. You lied about everything. Shit, I started thinking, was that even your real name? I forgave and I forgot most things. I let shit go this time. I'll be like, it wasn't your fault. Shit, it probably was mine. Knowing deep down it wasn't my fault. I'm gonna fast forward to a year real quick. A total game changer, right? But not for the better. Cause now I feel like I'm in danger. I'm all confused. My head's a fucking mess. You've torn me into pieces. And now I feel a little depressed. From the lies, the abuse, the insults, and shit, the beatings. You put me down while this whole time you were out cheating. I've danced with the devil for way too long, and I ignored all the red flags. This time I for sure learned my lesson, and I made the decision to pack my bags. My life will get better. Trust me, you'll see. It's better already, because now I'm free, and I'm gonna take this time to heal. You recently texted me something. I'm sorry, Jay. I'm not perfect, but I love you. And I know who I want and what I want. And I don't want this life. If this is the way I gotta get money, then fuck it. I'd rather be broke, and I'ma stick to how I know how to get it. But if I gotta live without you, I don't want it. You're worth more than all this shit. What I did wasn't love, that was some fuck shit. And you didn't deserve it. I'm sorry for everything. 777. For a minute I thought you were real and sincere. But when you showed up with the hickey on your neck from B, I realized that you ain't shit. But one last thing. Fuck you and fuck B. What Justin LeBoy said in his post, if they love you, they'll never let a billionaire take you from them. You played yourself, stupid.
What's good, guys? This is Jay Rich, as most of you guys know from Instagram. I'm here to introduce Jaquon to you guys. A lot of you guys know me from social media, and a lot of people wonder who I am and what do I do, because I have like all these things under my belt, all these careers, and nobody really understands me. And I designed this docu-series for you guys to see a vulnerable side of me and get into my world and see like I'm not this perfect person that everybody thinks that I am, and I bleed and I cry too. So this docu-series is to touch on a lot of topics like mental health, narcissistic abuse, suicide, depression, anxiety, like the list goes on. And I'm here to spread awareness for all these things. I battled all of these things in the past couple of years, more so in the past 2 years in a relationship, which is why I put this project out, Fell in Love with a Narcissist. I want you guys to understand me after this project and respect me after this project. Support this movement, support this organization of mental health awareness, because I will be advocating for it a lot. I will be talking about it a lot. I will be touching a lot of different hearts with this story. Yeah, it took me like 6 takes, but I think I got the last one down right. My Carmax, my lips are dry.
Because I'm looking at Jay.
Don't look at Jay.
Stop looking funny, man.
I am here. Yes, I've made it. I made it.
I feel like everyone's staring at me.
We are. Talk about like the weather. As you can see, I'll set up.
We're talking about the weather, alright? So the weather outside is shit today. Okay.
Yeah. You and your little dude. Oh dear God.
Yes, I made it. I made it. All of a sudden, everyone's my best friend, and they need a hand.
My boy completed this EP.
I feel like he put his heart into it. Like, unlike a lot of R&B artists now today, like, you don't feel like the genuineness in it. And this album that he did, we feel like he really put his heart into it, and we feel like it's very
break me down, but I'm a fighter, so I stood my ground. Family turning against me, even my friends started to desert me. I never let any of that faze me, cause I knew I was gonna make it out. Look at me.
Put it back again.
You want me to get it back when
Yeah, you're feeling like a girl. Like, what's going on?
Because I don't know what it's gonna look like if it goes all the way back.
I feel free to know what God
You're good.
I am here. I've made it. I made it. I am here. Yes, I've made it. I made it. Oh.
Wow.
I love it. I love it.
Wow.
Being a voice for people who are battling mental health has brought me nothing but happiness, only because I overcame these things. And knowing how hard it is to fight and battle these things, if I could help and save one person, it would be the best thing that I've ever done. If I can uplift people in any way and be that voice, that's my goal, that's my journey, and that's my purpose.